Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're reviewing the 2007 Toyota 4Runner Limited 4-wheel drive with the V8. This is my daily driver now. Go ahead and give you a quick walkthrough of the car. Just to point out, these are aftermarket headlights along with the aftermarket fog lights with the switchback LEDs. We got the running boards, we got the roof rack, we got the spoiler and the sunroof as an option from the factory, and the class 2 tow hitch. Alright, let's give you a quick run through of the interior. This car is 15 years old with 178,000 miles. The condition is immaculate for its age, and I paid a really good price for this. This was inspired by a few YouTubers such as the Topher and Burn on Cars. Oh look, a wild dog appeared. This is Coco, my dog, Pomsky. Give you a quick look of the interior. Interior is very plush. The leather from back from the 2000s was really nice. You got on the limited trim, you do have the dark wood in here. Go ahead and give you a quick walkthrough of the interior. You got standard nav on the limited and auto dimming rear view mirror. Got heated seats and dual zone climate control, 4-wheel drive, real time. Got 4 low. We got the center diff lock right here. This has 260 horsepower and 306 pound-feet of torque. So I've had this for about a month. Let me give you guys a quick spin on this car, and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like about this car. All right, we have our buddy Kris here as our secondary commentator on this review.
What's poppin'?
This car is originally from Texas, if you're wondering, so very little rust underneath. Let's go ahead and take it out for a spin. Got the giant truck mirrors. So what are your impressions so far of the rig?
You know, even though it's 2007, you know, it's still not all that looking outdated, honestly, though. You know, I like to look at these buttons over here. It's like I kind of want to say honeycomb-ish, you know? Nice feel to them, you know, good press, not bad.
You realize it's like a joystick, it's like a controller, it's like on a PlayStation.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. And then I think it messes up actually. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna put a media, and then I think AC is on, is it lit up?
Yes.
One of the bulbs is out on there.
Okay. But yeah, like, you know, you still get, like, you know, you get around luxury here. Like, these seats are actually pretty comfortable. You got your heated seats here with a little dial, you know. You have your early on infotainment. It's more of like a GPS, but you know, you still got that touchscreen and everything too. You know, it's not bad.
This doesn't have the upgraded JBL synthesis speaker system, which would have added more speakers in the rear. If you can see in the rear view mirror, we do have the mirror caps instead of the speakers. But this car did on the sticker price was actually 45 grand back in 2007. Can you believe that?
Yeah, 2007 money.
Yeah, with inflation, that's what, close to like 55, I think.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the?
Oh, it's a pretty big glove box. I didn't realize that. Wow.
Yeah. There's also a secret compartment right there.
Here?
Yeah.
Look at that. Nice. Yeah, ride's nice and comfortable. You know, it's a good ride height.
Not too stiff?
No. Even though I feel like I'm pushed up high here, I'm uncomfortable still.
What do you think of the acceleration with only 10% throttle?
Oh, it felt decent, you know. Nothing fancy, nothing like, you know, underwhelming, you know. Just about enough.
I mean, 306 pound-feet of torque is more than my Mustang.
Yeah, it's actually more than mine too.
Yeah. It definitely feels, oh, the brakes are pretty good too. So, I think this car weighs about 4,600 pounds. The brakes are pretty good.
I think it's a little bigger than my Jeep. It's a little heavier, about 100 pounds.
For those that are wondering, for the V8, the average MPG is about 16.4.
Wow.
This has been reset when I bought it. Actually, a couple times once I did the headlights. I had to unplug the power. So.
Yeah, not bad for a V8 though. You know, I think I'm averaging about like 20 miles per gallon.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I only got a V6 though.
Yeah, I think you have an 8-speed.
Yeah.
Versus a 5-speed.
Yeah. So you're doing pretty good, buddy.
Which is still the same one that they use in the current Gen 4Runner. If you do hear any suspension noise, that is the what do you call it? The pull-up bar in the back that the previous owner installed, which makes quite a bit of noise on uneven surfaces.
These tires are really quiet too, actually. Though.
Yeah, I think
almost nothing.
These were the Goodyear Wranglers.
Yeah.
I have driven this in a few inclement weathers, and it does handle pretty well. It's very confident, inspiring. It's very quiet, and the steering is very accurate. Now this is similar to the GX 470, which that is based off of here. And as I don't know if you can tell from the video, but the height seating position is a little bit lower than a GX. I would say about half a head length. But
is your seat adjustable up and down?
Yes, it's a 8-way adjustable with power lumbar.
Ooh.
That is 4-way on the passenger side with power lumbar as well.
Back forward, up down.
And there is a GX 460, the successor of this. And he got dealer plates too. So we're taking this at a reasonable speed.
That rebel, he's a rebel.
Oh yeah. Keep in mind, only 10% throttle. We're already at 40.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. We got a built-in compass. One of the smoothest, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I noticed. The handles pretty well for something that's a body-on-frame SUV with 4,600 pounds. Without the X-Ria suspension. So there's no adaptive shocks. There's no there's no fancy gimmicks.
Like mine.
Yeah. Well, I just say 84. It feels like 90.
What's the range you got here?
I think a full tank, it should be about 350 miles. I think this is rated by the EPA as in 16 city and 19 highway.
Definitely more to the off-road side, not the most fuel economical, honestly though. You know, I can get mine up to like about 490-ish. I think the most I got is about actually like 510.
Yeah.
You know, but we still I think both cars have about like 25-gallon tank or so almost. 23
here.
I would say mine like 24.6 though.
Yeah.
I think like I said, with me averaging about like 20 miles per gallon, I can get it about almost like 500 miles of range actually though. So definitely can go in, but I'm more on the luxury side. So.
Oh yeah. Now keep in mind, guys, this is a on-road review. The off-road review will be in a separate video, which will be taking both the Jeep and this 4Runner on some off-roading trails. But going back to the topic of on-road performance, this does handle very well. This has been my daily driver for the last month. Don't worry, I still have the Mustang that is still getting driven as also a daily. But this is much easier to go get groceries in. You don't have to, you know, keep changing gears while you're in traffic. This is nice. And it's nice to be able to see over everything, you know, and not have to scrape on every curb. But yeah. And the confidence when we do have random weather. But yeah, any opinions? I do not like the hood deflector on this. It does hinder some of your viewing, but I do like the hood bulge. I don't know if you can see that.
It looks like kind of more aggressive, you know. I definitely say that though. I will say, like, in the Jeep fashion, like regular fashion, you have like a small windshield though, which is not bad, but you know, you can't see as much, honestly.
Yeah, it's quieter. It's raked back. This is one of the what's called this is like the child that's not loved as much compared to like the 3rd and 5th gen 4Runner, because this is the curvilicious one. You know, I don't know if you can tell from the outside. This is what happened in the early 2000s. Every car was bubbly, so we got the nice bubbly headlights. But I think this still retains that nice feature. And don't forget, the 4Runner also has the power what do you call it? Power windows in the rear. One touch.
Oh yeah.
You can let some fresh air in.
It's so fast too.
Push up. Maybe you have to hold it a little bit. There you go. Super quiet. Everything still works in Toyota fashion for a 15-year-old Toyota.
Definitely. And I think that's a pretty good, actually, I don't want to call it gimmick though, but I think it's actually pretty awesome too. And I know Jeep used to have that with the manual one opening though, but they took it away. So I miss that, honestly though.
Oh yeah.
Definitely one thing that impressed me with the 4Runner.
Oh yeah. Another GX 460. Did you know that this is the only 4Runner that actually has the soft closed hatch out of all the 4Runners?
Yeah,
which I
you never know. It's like, what is that?
Yeah.
Soft close. Awesome.
Yeah, so we do ride a little higher than a Sienna. I think the ground clearance is about 10 inches on this factory.
Nice.
I think a little bit lower with the running boards, but stay tuned for the build of this vehicle. We're gonna transform this a little bit more. So far I did some LEDs already, so the interior's got some LED upgrades, but stay tuned for that. This will be upgraded. Maybe a 5th gen 4Runner steering wheel, we'll see. And let's see. So the closest competitors are, I think, the Grand Cherokee at this time, and the Wrangler, maybe Unlimited. I'm trying to think what else. The Nissan Xterra. Obviously the GX 470 as well, its cousin. And for the price I paid, you know, I think it was under 15 grand. This is always serviced at a dealership. It's hard to beat this compared to those other cars, because those are asking for much higher within the same year. Well, that concludes this review. Stay tuned for the future videos of this car and all the upgrades as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one.